Yo people, Draykke here again with another Minecraft tutorial, and today I bring you version 2 of my piston elevator. Now, with the 1.7.2 patch came the breaking of my old elevator. I know, it's depressing, right? Well, don't fear, I am back, and I'm here with version 2. Now, the only breaking that occurred was something with the timing. I'm not sure really what changed with the patch, but for some reason, whenever you would activate these last pistons would go bonkers, and they would just push everything, above them up in the air. So to combat that's why we're using these furnaces, which act as immovable objects, which we'll get to in a minute. But also with this design comes the addition of a down function, which so many users requested. So I figured I would install it myself. I come up with my own down function that is super compact and 100% reliable. So without further ado, I will demonstrate it. We'll hop inside here, we'll press a button, and we will be moved all the way to the top super fast and reliably. And then to go down, you simply press this button, step onto the platform, and it will lower you down one at a time. And to prove that this does no damage to you, I will also go into game mode 2, which is adventure mode. So as you can see, I now have a health bar. I will press a button, and it will lower us down. And as you can see, we are taking no damage. So now we'll show you how to build it. Okay, so before we get started, I would like to give you an idea about what you're going to be building. So this is the entire design. It's exactly the same as my old piston design, just with the addition of these furnaces, and with the down function comes a little bit more, as you can see, redstone in the back. Overall, though, the design is still very compact and very resource light. The only real expenditure is the repeaters that you have to use per level of your system. That being said, these are the materials that you need to build this. To start off for the base materials, and that's like, to get stuff working, get the original design going with the pistons and boost you up, you're going to need roughly 26 blocks. Any kind will do. It can be cobblestone if you want it to be. You're going to have 15 redstone. You're going to need 2 buttons, 2 regular pistons, 3 redstone repeaters, 4 redstone torches, and 2 furnaces to use at the top of the elevator. Now, per level of your elevator, and what I mean by that is a row of pistons, a row of sticky pistons, your regular pistons, and then the 4 blocks above them, you're going to need the following materials per level of your elevator. That is 14 building blocks, roughly. Like I said, can be anything you want it to be. 2 pieces of redstone dust, 4 redstone torches, 2 sticky pistons, and 2 regular pistons per level of your elevator. Now, if you want to integrate the down function into your system, then you will need the following materials per level on top of these materials that you need per level. So you'll need roughly 5 building blocks, 3 pieces of redstone dust, 2 redstone torches, 3 redstone repeaters, and then every now and then you will also need an additional redstone repeater every other level. As you can see over here, we have some redstone dust here. The next level we have a repeater, redstone dust. If we extended this down further, it will be a redstone repeater, so on and so forth. So you'll also need those materials. Aside from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you need for the materials, so we can go ahead and actually get started on building this. Okay, so to begin building this, you just want to dig a little bit of a trench in the ground for some redstone work. The trench will need to be roughly 6 by 7 by 3. That is 6 long by 7 wide by 3 deep. And it can be bigger than that, just to give yourself some room to work, but those are the minimum dimensions that you will need. So to begin, we need to start here. You're going to place 2 blocks coming out like this, because this is where your little platform will be. And then starting here, you're going to place 2 regular pistons facing upward. You're going to place 4 blocks in the back, and then 4 blocks on top, just like that. And then here to the left, you're going to place a block coming up with a button on it. Now underneath this button, you're going to place another block, a block like this, and a block staggering upwards like that. Then on this block, you're going to place a piece of redstone dust. You're going to place a repeater facing away, and here is where you can put your time if you want to have a delay on the piston activation. This is the place to do it at. So, and then underneath this block, you're going to place another row of blocks extending backwards like this, and you'll see where these go into in a minute. I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in. And then you can just place redstone dust coming all the way around to the back. And I'm actually not sure how long this is, so let's count it off. 2, 4, 6, 9 blocks back, and then 2, 4, 6 long. And then here in these little juttings out, you're going to place 2 redstone repeaters just like this. Okay, next you're going to place 2 blocks in front of those repeaters that you just placed. Place 2 redstone torches facing inward with 2 blocks on top. Place redstone torches facing out the opposite direction just like this. Place blocks on top of those redstone torches like that. And then place 2 redstone torches facing outward. Now, just diagonal to the right of these original pistons that you placed, you want to place a block like this with a piece of redstone dust and a block on the side of the piston. And then do the same exact thing on the other side. So block, redstone dust, and then block. Okay, now we're actually going to build the elevator itself. So beginning on top of these 4 blocks that we originally placed with the design, you're going to place your sticky pistons, and then your regular pistons with 4 regular blocks on top. And then you're just going to increase this as much as you want it to go. So whatever height you want for this elevator, that is up to you. I'm just going to go a random number just because, you know, I want to save time for the tutorial video, but at the same time, I don't want it to be too short that you can't actually see how it works. So we'll go 1 more. Just like this. Oh, that's wrong. And then on the top here, before you place these 2 blocks, you need to place your 2 furnaces wherever your elevator ends at. Because if not, the wiring is a little bit bonkers in 1.7, so this will just push these items up unless you have 2 movable objects on top. Okay, now you can go ahead and put up the sides of your elevator. So just to the left and to the right of these original pistons that you placed, you can just place your blocks going all the way up to the top of your elevator. Just like that, and you can do the same exact thing on the other side. Now it is important to note that these do need to be solid blocks. They cannot be glowstone or, you know, a staggering of stairs or anything like that, because they actually do work as part of the design. So then here in the front too, you can place whatever kind of block you want, but for the tutorial I'm going to use glass, that way we can actually see if this is working as it should be. And then here, this is where the platform's going to be, so I need to place my platform coming out. And I will just take this glass away and put those 2 blocks there as well. Okay, now starts the redstone-y part of the design, but don't worry, it's not complicated at all. So just come to the one side of your design, and just place a block under each one of these regular pistons, staggering all the way up every other one. So it should look just like this. And then place a block on each one of the sticky pistons that is hitting into those regular pistons. So it should have a checkered pattern like this. And then you're just going to place a block every other one right next to those ones. So it should make almost like an X shape. So once I take these out, you will see what I mean. So the design should look like that. And you can do the same exact thing on the other side. So 1 block underneath each one of these regular pistons going all the way up. A block on top of the sticky pistons going all the way up. And then you're just going to make a X shape almost going all the way up right behind those ones that you just placed. Just like that. Okay, next you want to come to where you just placed those blocks next to the regular pistons, and you just want to place a pile of redstone dust on each one of those blocks going all the way up. Just make sure you don't put it on the last block at the top, because that will interfere with some of the redstone that we get into later with the down function. So it should look just like this. Okay, next you're going to place redstone torches staggering upwards. So on the outside of each one of these blocks, you're going to place torches going up just like this. And then you're going to come down to the bottom and place torches staggering in like this. And you should have the pistons activate every one in place. So it should look like that. And then do the same exact thing on the other side. So starting down here, place torches facing inward. And then place torches on the outside as well. Okay, so at this point in time, the elevator itself is done. So if you press this button, it will activate each one of the pistons and then retract them back in. So we can go ahead and actually give it a test run, make sure it works. And it does. So next is the down function of this system. Okay, so come to the top of your design up here, and you want to place a block right on top of this left furnace. Place 1 block staggering backwards, 1 block like this, and then you can just go ahead and seal in the surrounding area, because we really don't need it right now, and it would seal it off nice. And then place a button on that block that is jutting back behind that furnace. And then come around the back side, place 2 blocks coming out, 1 block jutting up like this, with a redstone torch facing outward to what would be the left side of the design, and then place 2 pieces of redstone dust coming off that block with the button. So if you press this button, that redstone torch will turn off. Okay, now for each one of the levels of your elevator, you want to come underneath these sticky pistons in the back that you see, and you want to place a 2x2 square just like this underneath each one of these sticky pistons for every level of your elevator. And we will get to why we're doing that in just a second. So then come on up here, and then place repeaters going into each one of these sticky pistons in the back. And you want to place these ones on 1 tick delay, place the next ones on full tick, place the next ones on 1 tick delay, place the next ones on full tick, place the next ones on 1 tick delay, and that pattern just continues for as big as your elevator is. So full tick delay here as well. And then you can go ahead and place your redstone dust on the back parts of each one of those blocks that you just placed. So it should look like that, and I just messed up the timing. Whoops, there we go. Okay, now on the left side of each one of these 2x2 squares that you just placed, you want to place redstone torches every other one just like this. So they should line up on the back side of the design like that. Next, you're going to place blocks coming up just like this for every single level that you do. So it should be just diagonal to the redstone dust that you placed. that. Okay, now starting up at the top of where you just placed those blocks, you're going to place a piece of redstone dust right here, and then make sure you place a block here as well to cut off the signal from going into this redstone dust here. Now on the side of this block, you're going to place a torch facing inward, so it will innervate this redstone dust here, and then you can place a piece of redstone dust here with a torch just like the one above. Now down here, we're going to do something a little bit different. You want to place a repeater facing outward on full delay, and then place a piece of redstone dust here. Next one, place a repeater on full delay, and a piece of redstone dust. Now on each one of the ones with redstone dust, you want to make sure to put that redstone torch facing inward, just like that. Okay, now on each one of the blocks with the repeaters that you have on full delay, you want to place another block, and then place a piece of redstone dust right in front of that repeater, with a redstone torch facing inward so it innervates this redstone dust. And then do that for every one that you have in your system. For this demonstration, I think I only have 2. Yes, that is right. Okay, so at this point in time, the entire design is complete. We already tested it on the way up, so now we can test it on the way down. So you just press this button here, all of your pistons will come out, and you will be lowered safely to the ground level. And just to make sure that we don't take damage with that, because I do want to test it, you just type in game mode 2, and then whatever your name is. So I can test it now and make sure I don't take any damage. And I did not. Okay, people, that is the entire tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed. My name has been Draykke. If you liked the video, please remember to drop me a like down below. If you really liked it, press that subscribe button, favorite, share, all of that good stuff. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.